Hello everyone and welcome to WarCraft 3 Wednesday. Today is August 31st, the last day in August, and I will be showcasing a Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match here on Amazonia. This was taking place part of the Z Cup or Zotac Cup tournament. You can see Sonik spawning on the top right hand side of the map as the blue Night Elf player. Meanwhile, Remine spawning as the pink Night Elf player here on the bottom left hand side of the map. Always interested to see a Night Elf versus Night Elf, or actually not interested to see Night Elf versus Night Elf, but really watch these two very well-known Warcraft 3 players go at it. Should be very, very interesting. Sonik opting to do an Ancient of War. He will be doing an Ancient of War creep in between these two locations here, and may be able to aggro them onto the Ancient of War itself if he's a little bit careful, and it looks like he will get taken down, and there you go, the Ancient of War now taking a lot of damage, being focused down by all three of these, or both of these creep camps, so Sonik is going to be in a bit of trouble here. He may end up losing this one Ancient of War, or at least take a lot of damage. This is going to be very, very bad news for him, as we now see a Wisp now making its way over, perhaps trying to draw in some of that aggro. It doesn't look like it will be able to get there in time at all, and that's really bad news, and down goes another unit. So wow, a very interesting opening by Remine to know the matchup and know that he could not, he did not want to position that Ancient of War right here, and in doing so, really shut down his opponent's potential to creep. You can see a Demon Hunter now being trained up on both sides. Ancient of War should be training up on Archer. Yes, training up on Archer now. The Wisp is going to be trying to pull in some of that aggro, but it won't be able to. There's the Purge. Now damage being dealt. And oh, Remine's Ancient of War actually getting some damage. And now you can see that the Wisp is currently training or trying to repair this Ancient of War. Ancient of War actually taking a little bit of damage, but so far so good for him, as he does have fortified armor, taking reduced damage. Also has a higher armor value there, as you can now see a quick detonation coming back. Now we are going to get the Ancient of War up and uprooted. There you go. In comes the Demon Hunter as well. The Demon Hunter should be able to shut down these creep camps with little to no issue. The Ancient of War, however, does need to start eating some trees in order to get back into this game. Meanwhile, Sonik, perhaps a little bit vengeful after that unstandard opening. Both players just wanting to be able to creep in peace, and that does not look like it will be able to happen. The Demon Hunter, both sides perhaps gonna try to mana burn each other. I do not know if Remind has teched a mana burn. Yes, he does have mana burn teched as well. Both sides will be mana burning each other back and forth. Who will come out ahead is the key question. Down goes a rogue. The Demon Hunter now getting the Tome of Intelligence for a little bit more mana, as the Demon Hunter now going to get off another mana burn. Both sides getting 50 points of mana burnt, and now you're going to see Remine trying to chase down. No, not going to chase it as well, as now Sonik now in a bit of a retreat, trying to figure out what to do. Remine going to continue to creep and use that creeping advantage, almost level 2 already. Meanwhile, Sonik doesn't even have a point of experience at all, so that hero is not going to be nearly as effective. You can now see that Demon Hunter is trying to come back. We are getting evasion on this Demon Hunter. Also has a Cloak of Shadows, so will be able to also dodge, or sorry, shadow meld with the rest of those archers. The archer was trying to get a shot off, unable to do so. Demon Hunter now chasing Demon Hunter. Not a very interesting race, as they move exactly the same speed. One is just holding pink glaives, while the other one is holding blue. So blue versus pink, just running around the circle here, and oh, getting tripped up on a frog, and a little bit cute there, as now you can see the Demon Hunter going to perhaps do a shadow meld, or perhaps try to creep out the Tide Runner creep camp here. There are still some creeps here. The Ancient of War is being repositioned back. We are going into tier 2 Tree of Ages, as the Demon Hunter now going to buy Boots of Speed for himself. This Demon Hunter not going to be able to have any Boots of Speed at all, so perhaps he will buy a Staff of Teleportation if it is available to him. No, going to go for Dust of Appearance, just in case any archers show up. The Demon Hunter now going after this archer over here. This archer may try to Shadow Meld. It could try to Shadow Meld, now down to 245 hit points, and now able to use that Moon Juice. Demon Hunter once again attempting to run away. What's happening back in Sonic space? He does have Huntresses now being added with this Hunter's Hall, so he may be able to macro or build up a very large army. You don't really macro in Warcraft 3. You can see Remine also going for a Hunter's Hall as well. But with only one Ancient of War, those Huntresses, the Huntresses may be able to shut down those Archers. Those Archers have very relatively low hit points. Both do deal piercing or additional damage to each other. It's just that extra bounce on those Huntresses really start to shut down those Archers if they are revealed. You can now see the Demon Hunter trying to shut down or take down this Moonwell. Archers are going after a Demon Hunter. This Archer should be able to Shadow Meld. A Huntress now coming in right behind, now going after this one Moonwell as well, and now getting in some additional bounce damage as well. This Demon Hunter will just be able to tank a little bit more damage once again. Now going after this Moonwell. Moonwell is low. We are going to get another mana burn, perhaps. Yes, a mana burn exchange there, as the Huntress needs to be very, very careful. Going to take a lot of damage. The Huntress does have 600 hit points, so that definitely does help out, but this Huntress cannot go toe-to-toe with a Demon Hunter, finally using the Shadow Meld ability, but now quickly getting revealed by that Dust of Appearance, now being forced to pull back. We are getting an Ancient Allure. So the Ancient Allure desperately going to be trying to train up those Dryads, as Dryads are the proper counter to Huntresses. Meanwhile, back over here to the north, Sonik finally able to do some creeping of his own, sitting at a level 1 Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter over here will chase all the way back, but we are also getting the improved bows upgrade coming in from Remind. So Remind looking to really heavily invest into those Archers, and perhaps those Archers are going to be a decent enough counter. We may get the additional bounce as well coming in from Sonik. So very, very strange opening from both sides. Remind is now back over here. Perhaps it will buy Staff of Teleportation in order to move around the map a little bit more freely. Sonik almost level 2 now. So a level 1 versus a level 2. Both sides really not creeping, as the Ancient of Lore may get taken down or gonna get cancelled instead, as the Wisp now trying to run away, taking a little bit of damage. Is he gonna be able to detonate? No, unable to detonate in time. Was trying to do a little swap on the Integral Gold Mine, unable to do so, as we are now going to see these Wisps just transferring back and forth, perhaps trying to hide in different locations, and able to hide over here, the one location where the Demon Hunter cannot get to it. Meanwhile, Huntresses are now putting pressure on the front here, going to be able to get some bounce damage onto those Huntresses that I mentioned, but with only one bounce each. Only the Moonwell will fall, and that is essentially it. This Huntress does run all the way back. Perhaps it will be able to regroup and regather, as a Demon, or I believe this Ancient of War does reposition itself. The Demon Hunter being forced to come back over here once again. This one Moonwell will get destroyed, but the Huntress does go down as well. It looks like we are going to lose a couple Wisps as well in this engagement. So this front door is now essentially open. This one low hit point Huntress needs to run all the way back home, as Dryads are now being added. These Archers are going to be dealing even more and more damage still. But yeah, the Ancient of War did not complete the improved bows, I do not believe. So now this Demon Hunter desperately low on hit points. Will the Dryad be able to perhaps focus down? Yes, get some slow poison onto that Demon Hunter, down to 115 hit points, as now the Demon Hunter off over here trying to get even more Wisp kills. We are going to have a Goblin Shredder now, and a Goblin Shredder, a very strong counter to that Demon Hunter, at least at low levels, as the Demon Hunter coming back over here. Will it be able to run into the rest of the group? You can now see that Wisp gonna quickly try to go, and now we are going to get an Ancient of Wonders built. The Demon Hunter does get that final kill off there on that Wisp, and now all the units are desperately running back around once more. Archer is also taking a bit of damage, aggroing some creeps on accident, as we are now both sides getting Druid of the Claws. Yeah, I believe, both sides are getting Druid of the Claws. Where is it? Yes, Ancient of Lore is hiding off over here. Does have the Goblin Laboratory. Not laboratory, it's not a bathroom. Laboratory, in order to cast some reveals. We are going to have perhaps an Ancient of War, yes, tanking after all of these Rock Golems once more. We are going to get a bit of slow now being cast onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter Huntresses are moving a little bit more slowly. Ancient of War, however, is tanking all of that damage rather nicely. Sonik will get close to level 3. Meanwhile, Remind at level 3 and had a Scroll of Rejuvenation, or perhaps a Potion of Rejuvenation, in order to get some hit points and some mana back into the game. Sonik now sitting at level 2. He will get to close to 3. I do not believe he will actually get there. Rejuvenation now being cast onto the Demon Hunter. Huntress back over here is in a little bit of trouble, but both sides finally taking the time to creep out the creep camps, and it does get to level 3. Off by 26 experience. I can no longer guesstimate experience on WarCraft 3 any longer. Anyways, Demon Hunter now about the same level on both sides. Both sides have level 2 mana burn. Druid of the Claw does get into master form, so he may go into bear form in just a moment. Meanwhile, back over here, it looks like some items were sold, repurchased, and now some low hit point Huntresses also added as well. So we'll see what Sonic's plan is. Sonic currently sitting on 34 over 40 food. Remind sitting at 44 over 50, so Remind with a definite advantage there, as we are now getting these rejuvenations and perhaps trying to move out into an engagement. There are a lot of Huntresses, and the Demon Hunter may be able to get some damage here, perhaps do a little bit of a creep jack. The Demon Dryad now has taken a little bit of damage, both sides engaging, both sides getting mana burned. Demon Hunter gonna pick up those items, and also picking up a Potion of Invulnerability, a very nice item for Remind to have. And I believe it's going to be level 3 versus level 4, so Remind really surpassing his opponent in terms of hero level, and he may be able to press this out just a little bit longer. We are getting one Goblin Shredder. The Goblin Shredder may try to engage. The bears are now in retreat. We are going to get a mana burn exchange onto each of the Demon Hunters. Ancient of War getting off one very, very slow hit. Roar now being cast as the Demon Hunter tries to chase once again. We are going to have this Ancient of War perhaps try to creep out this location here. Remind definitely with the advantage. He now has no food to spare, looking to clear out some of his archers in order to train up more bears. And yes, bears are being added, so they're taking down 2 archers for 2 bears. And now Demon Hunter going to be creeping out this Goblin Merchant Shop, but the Demon Hunter is now coming back in as well. Huntress is now going to be able to get some damage here. Mana Burn exchange back in the center. Dryad's going to focus down some units. This is going to be a bit of a problem for that Demon Hunter. He is low on hit points. He does get a rejuvenation, and now also getting slow being cast. The bears able to perhaps surround and catch up here. No, bears trying to surround, and a Staff of Preservation able to save it in time. This Ancient of War, however, doesn't have that many hit points. Now they're trying to tank in a lot of bear damage. Just Ancient of War will get taken down in just a few seconds. There you go, another bear coming back in. Rejuvenation, not in bear form just quite yet. Abolish magic, so no more rejuvenation at all. Gonna focus down this druid in druid form, and that is going to be very, very bad news. But a bear does get taken down, and now you're going to see the exchange rate going back and forth. It looks like Sonik going to lose a Dryad. Both sides Remind with 2 low hit point bears, 1 low hit point bear now as another one gets taken down. This low hit point bear is going to get taken down as well. So both sides losing a lot of units. The Sonic's bear now going to be in a bit of trouble. No Staff of Preservation right there just in time, as a Potion of Invulnerability from Remind. 15 seconds of free kills as Remind finally backs off with this very low hit point hero. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. We are taking a look at the food count. We are sitting at 43 over 50 compared to 45 over 50. Both sides once again trying to replenish their bear count. Now 49 over 50 compared to 46 over 50. So another bear still can be trained. It looks like it will be another even fight in just a moment. But the Demon Hunter looking to get to level 4, waiting for this Ancient of War to get close enough to start tanking a lot of that damage there. I believe he did not eat a tree, so he's not going to be able to rejuvenate or regenerate those hit points. And he actually may get taken down. Level 4 on that Demon Hunter now. Ancient of War dangerously close to getting taken down. Is it going to get taken down? It looks like it will. So yes, it does get destroyed there. So maybe a little bit of a miscalculation by Sonik. But Sonic's level 4 Demon Hunter does pick up a Sobi Mask. Definitely not the item you want on a Demon Hunter in a Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter matchup. It just means more mana for your opponent to burn. Demon Hunter down over here, quickly getting into a Goblin Zeppelin. So we are going to have some Zeppelin play here with 7 bears. 7 bears looking to absolutely destroy his opponent, and this is going to be a drop of epic proportions, something that you do not normally see at all. So we'll see what's going to be happening. Oh, interesting enough, I wonder if you can actually land there since there was actually a critter. Normally when there's a critter, you can land there. And now we are going to see a bit of more creeping coming in. Sonik now down over here. I believe Remind did catch sight of this as he now continues to make his way off to the north. We have some very, very heavy or expensive granite golems over here that are going to drop some very nice items. Sonik going to be at level 5 now, and now this Renegade Wizard will get destroyed. Level 5 on both heroes, and I believe that is a Scroll of Healing and now being added. So what is going to be happening here? Are we going to try to snipe down this one Tree of Eternity? That is the question. Where is the Goblin Zeppelin? Goblin Zeppelin is right here. No, going to go after the Entangled Gold Mine first. And once this gold mine gets destroyed, that means that no more mining can really happen. So 7 bears inside the base. Roar now cast, and this is going to be a bit of a problem, but both sides are now engaging against each other. There is one Dryad down here. The Tree of Eternity is getting hit. A little bit harder to do any sort of surround here, as we are now taking down this one Druid of the Claw. The Druid of the Claw going to be survived, and now in comes another engagement here. Bears and bears galore. Both sides trying to fight through. Sonik losing. Oh, no, not losing that. A very nice A very, very nice use of Staff of Preservation there to save it, as this bear is going to get destroyed, though, down to 103 hit points. There it goes, and now a level 5 Demon Hunter with 2 level 5 Demon Hunters on the board. I expect to see Superman come out in just a moment. If you guys don't know why, it kind of looks like the Demon Hunter. It looks like Superman every time he attacks. Kind of looks like he's flying. I just like to call him because he's just that great of a hero. And once that happens, both sides though very, very low on energy or mana. Demon Hunter now trying to battle it out. There's a Goblin Shredder joining in on the fight. There is also this Goblin Zeppelin. The Zeppelin is going to be perhaps doing some epic bear micro in order to pick up the lower hit points units that are falling. One bear, no, not going to get taken down. Another Staff of Preservation. Rejuvenation now being cast. Another Rejuvenation being cast. Going back into bear form. All of this micro, very, very difficult to have. And this low hit point bear going to get picked up in time. So 2 low hit point bears already. Sonic, 3 low hit point bears getting picked up. Are we going to lose another bear over here? No, he is currently just getting redropped and dropped back into play. So you can see that the bears are being dropped and then reintroduced into this fight, perhaps to try to get focused down. Dryads are finally being added, but the Dryads are trying to focus down both units. Level 6, level 5. What's going to be happening here? And who has the advantage? Remind has a level 6 hero, and he also has more bears at this time, but this bear may get taken down. It does get taken down as well. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, Staff of Preservation to try to survive a little bit longer. Both heroes are very low on hit points. Both heroes trying to survive. Will it be able to? The Demon Hunter down to 106, and who will win out? And there's the Scroll of Town Portal, and the Demon Hunter of Remind gets taken down at level 6. Wow, that was totally unexpected. And what is going to happen here? One of the closest battles I've seen in quite some time. You can see Sonic is sitting at 30 over 60 food. Remind sitting at 39 over 60. He has that advantage, but he now needs to revive a level 6 hero from the tavern, costing, I believe, 700 to 800 gold. A very, very difficult, very, very expensive proposition, as the Demon Hunter now trying to chase. It looks like he's going to perhaps get some mana burns off onto these Bear Druids of the Claw even further, and perhaps get a little bit more damage. It looks like the damage is still being dealt, and now the bears are coming back in. Or what is going to be happening here? There's the mana burn, and both sides going into that Superman ability. Both sides not wanting to engage. We'll see what's going to happen as the Druid of the Claw. You can see that chaos poison damage being added, and now the Remind very low. Staff of Preservation. You can see both sides still continuing to fight. Remind with that metamorphosis, and well, just both sides just using metamorphosis to shut down the other army. And I believe Remind still is going to take this advantage as he gets to level 7 on the hero. Demon Hunter having a bit of problem trying to fight back even further. Both sides just launching that chaos damage at each other. We are going to get another rejuvenation onto this one Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter most likely will get abolished magic in just a moment, no longer being able to rejuvenate get any more additional health bonus from those rejuvenations. Trying to move and attack even with the boots of speed. He is not moving that quickly, unable to do anything else. There's another rejuvenation going down. So who is coming out on top? It looks like Remind. Both heroes are now back in their normal Demon Hunter mode, as the Demon Hunter now retreating back inside the space. Another rejuvenation needs to be cast on this bear. That bear is low on hit points. Both sides going to try to engage, and what is going to be happening here? Low hit point bear. Trees are unable or not close enough by. Roar now being cast as well. Dryad now finally being forced to back off. The bears perhaps should be trying to run away so that the tree can get in a little bit of hits as well. This Demon Hunter going after a Dryad all the way to the south side of the map. Not that smart of a battle so far, as now the tree is joining in on this fight. And we can see that the lower hit point pairs are trying to get back into the farther location, but I believe Sonic is still able to get a better positioning here. But who is going to come out on top? Bears, 2 bears versus, I believe, 4. Remind, I think, has it. It looks like Sonic going to lose his level 6 Demon Hunter in just a moment, as more rejuvenations, more bears coming down. Massive, massive bear army. Remind has significantly more hit points and a hero advantage on top of his opponent's Demon Hunter. Bears still battling it out. And yeah, I believe this is going to be the GG in just a moment. Sonic going to lose this one Demon Hunter. There it goes. There's the GG. And Remind takes this game here on Amazonia. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay. Here are the final scores. Something that you can't see in StarCraft 2. But then again, you should be able to... you can't rewind in in Warcraft 3, so sometimes I miss action. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to see you guys on BattleNet.